Scott Holiday here, and welcome back to Plus 2 Wrestling. And hopefully, I'm welcoming a lot of you back, as the Why the Closed Fist is Illegal video did fairly well. I think it fed into the YouTube algorithm well, and the YouTube algorithm god shined nicely upon it and sent it out into the world. So I hope that you are coming back and enjoying more Plus 2 Wrestling. So if this is your first time here, subscribe, join us for more, and let's plug in. Who will be the first to challenge for Rich Swann's newly won CZW World Heavyweight Championship? Well, we will find out at Limelight this very Sunday in Havre de Grace, Maryland State Theater. There we will have a four-way matchup where the Boards, Jared Diaz, takes on the Reps, Chris Bishop, Fabu, Andre, and Zeta. These are four very different styles of wrestler, all facing off for the greatest prize in the Combat Zone. So who will earn that number one contender slot? And speaking of number one contenders, we need someone to face CMD for the CZW Tag Team Champions. So Limelight will be the beginning of the Tag Team Eliminator, where the Slime Balls will take on the Rep, and Milk Chocolate, the most succulent tag team in all of CZW, will be taking on the newcomers to the Combat Zone, the Delinquents. The winner of each of those matches will face off and become the number one contenders for the Tag Team Championships. We are possibly on the road to seeing championship opportunities given to all members of the Rep. Or perhaps we will see the Slime Balls and Milk Chocolate collide in a battle of mentor versus mentee. What will happen? Find out at Limelight, which you can watch on Premiere. Now, unfortunately, I must report that King Crab's Enchantment Under the Sea dance by High Tension Wrestling has been canceled due to circumstances outside of our control. I was really looking forward to taking all of you to prom. Do not play that video again, Mike. I know what you did. Do not play that video again. But I'm very sad to say that prom will not be happening. Stay tuned to this very channel, and you'll get updates on what's going on with High Tension Wrestling's next event. But do not fret, as we do have some big event that you can still go to. Please join us at Anime Next for Cosplay Pro Wrestling on June 17th. That is at the New Jersey Convention Center in Edison, New Jersey. We will be there the 17th for some Cosplay Pro Wrestling. If you can't be there, well then be sure to join us at the Too Many Games Expo, June 23rd through the 25th in the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center. That is 100 Station Avenue in Oaks, PA, for more Cosplay Pro Wrestling. So that's 3 opportunities to catch Cosplay Pro Wrestling this June. Do not miss it. So today on the Soapbox, I've been talking about how Cosplay Pro Wrestling will be heading to Anime Next and the Too Many Games Expo. So I thought today we enjoy some more CPW as we go back and we look at my first singles match. I was in a couple battle royals before this, and I had a tag team match, but this is my first ever one-on-one match. We're going to watch it in full, and I'll give it little pauses and little bits of commentary on what's going down as we watch. So, let's take a look at my first singles match. So here we go, Cosplay Pro Wrestling. I have the audio way down because I actually do commentary on this match. So it's a bit confusing that I'm doing commentary and doing this commentary and in the match, so I turned it down. But yes, it's me versus Uncle Yo. So I am Giovanni from Team Rocket at this time. And me and Uncle Yo had been at loggerheads for quite some time. before this, and it all comes down to this, and the loser has to leave CPW forever. And we did this because Uncle Yo was looking to retire from conventions. So I was like, hey, since you're retiring, we should do like a retirement match, right? And he said, sure. So at Anime Next, we did this. And what I tried to do here, usually, I always come out with the rest of Team Rockets. But Giovanni always came out and screamed. So to kind of like show the importance of this match, I came out very reserved. That's just me, you know, playing with the character of like trying to bring some gravitas to this. But if you look in the background right here, hold on, I missed him. Right next to this One Punch Man cosplayer, there's a Chris Jericho cosplayer, and this is like WWE the list of Jericho times. And I don't see him at first, but he is screaming at me this entire time. Referee here is Jeff Stormer from the Party of One podcast. He also does commentary with me on this match. We, of course, did it all in post. So, yeah, I send the goons to the back. I fully believe that I can handle this on my own. I made a promise to myself that at this moment that I would look around and take all of this in. Because I realized that this is my first wrestling match, and this was like a coliseum. It was like all these people on the ground, and then there was a level up, and then there was people on that balcony, and then a level up, and then people all around that balcony. It just went up and up and up. And I told myself to like look around and remember this moment, because I'm wrestling in front of probably 400 people, which a lot of people don't get to wrestle their first match in front of 400 people. So I told myself, take a moment when you're in the ring and look around and burn it into your brain so that you never forget this moment. And I didn't do it. I was too busy freaking out because I realized that this is my first singles match ever. And I'm the veteran going in, because this is Uncle Yo's first wrestling match ever. He was in a tag team match and a battle royal that was like a very celebrity hot tag getting the spot in, but Uncle Yo has no training other than what I've explained to him before this. So I'm like in the ring like, oh, I should not be given this much power, but I'm also going to wrestle in a suit. I also wanted to pause here because I love Uncle Yo's entrance. Oh, so cocky, so cocky. Jeff, tuck your shirt in. Referee without a tucked in shirt. That doesn't give an air of authority. And this is when I start to hear the Chris Jericho cosplayer. And he's threatening to put my name on the list, so I just go after him. I've been added to the list. the whole point was I was supposed to be like not insane and like more reserved, and I was like, nah, I gotta go yell at this cosplayer. So because also the idea was Uncle Yo was gonna come out and be a house of fire, and he almost biffs it. Oh, let's go back and watch that again. It's one of my favorite things of all time, is he tries to box jump the ring, which is very hard to do. Like, wrestler, like Brock Lesnar does it all the time, but it's not an easy jump to make. And I think a lot of people don't realize with box jumping is that, like, you land up high, so you then have to do a squat real quick. So, oof! I love you, Uncle Yo. So yeah, so we're trying to plan out the whole, he's a house of fire and I'm reserved. Off goes the tie. I'm really concerned about my R falling off this entire time. So, I will say, since Uncle Yo is untrained, I wrote out a full script for this match of what, like, every beat, everything we're going to do. And when I showed up that day, he said, that was way too long to read. So we just had to, like, practice it over and over and over again, like, verbally. Like, we're going to do this, 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 and this. Repeat it back to me. Repeat it back to me. It goes as best as it could. So I do the Rick Rude and say, everybody be cool while I take off my jacket. Oh, what a heel. What a heel. What a heel. I'm just laying in those shots. Those shots look terrible. They look absolutely terrible. So I told him before, like, the plan was, since we didn't know how to do a lot of moves, let's build the match around the chop. And I was like, the way the chop works is I'm just going to hit you, and they're going to suck. So then I hit him. And then he whispers in my ear right here, oh my god, that does suck. I also desperately try to unbutton his top button, and I can't, so I can chop him in the chest. So I just say, screw it, and I chop him some more. I was considering ripping his shirt, but he told me not to. Yeah, so I'm just screaming, I hate you. And not choking the life out of him. Giovanni known for his long brown hair, of course. Oh! And of course the back kick to the dick. Not a big fan of this. These are clearly just sweatpants and not a suit pants now that the jacket's off. I also, I'd been wrestling in these for a while, so they had faded in the sun a bit, so you could tell that I'm wearing two tones of black. Should have told Uncle Yo to not wear black so that there was some sort of contrasting colors, but no, I didn't. So then I think I kick him out of the ring here. Yeah, vicious shove. Kendo stick. We're not going to use that. I asked him before the match, is there any one thing you really want to do? And he says, I want you to clothesline me over the top rope. I said, is there anything else? Because that's not happening. Tossed him to the floor. Because I am the greatest. I think that was an extra chop. I think we planned not to do that chop, but I ended up throwing it in there anyway. Yeah, just throwing lots of chops in front of my skull mates here. I want to show the whole world how much I can chop. Oh, that was my idea for the cutoff. I was like, what if I just miss you? Which is not good babyface fire there. I didn't give him a shine. I'm in control the whole time, and then the cutoff is me being a goof. I did not put this match together greatly, because again, this is my first match. I should not be in charge. But here I am, wrestling at a convention. So the idea here is that it's time for Uncle Yo's revenge. I've done all those things to him. So now he has to get his revenge. Now, in a prior tag team match, this exact scenario happened. Where I'm begging in the corner, and then I go for a low blow. But Uncle Yo has learned, he steps on my hand. So he took away my weapon, my chopping weapon. And then we threw this spot in. Just because I thought the crowd would be more into it, because of the counting to 10. And I didn't really go over with Uncle Yo how to do the head butt into the corner spot, so he does it very slowly and changes positioning. So yeah, that was supposed to be a quick get the crowd involved spot that didn't quite go well because I didn't explain how to do it right to him. And now he's gonna throw chops because all I did was throw chops. I was under the impression that we had gone over how to run chops. But he kind of he does Superman bomb strikes. And then he hits me out of the ring in the exact same way. It was supposed to mirror my attacks. This way he's getting revenge. And now I think I try to escape through those skull guys. Like, like they're my friends. Uncle Yo throws in an extra chop because I gave him extra chops, which, yeah, I deserve this receipt. And then I had this great idea. Let's have the crowd chop me. Won't that be great? So I will admit at this time, this is my buddy Paul. This is a plant. So I told him, like, just hit me in the chest. Just do it. Boom. He gives me a nice one. And then we are going to now circle the ring doing this. And we go with Chris Jericho. This is not a plan. So this is a stranger that I just let hit me in the chest. And apparently backstage was losing their mind right then. Because the promoter went up to the ring announcer and said, "You can't let the crowd chop him." And the ring announcer said, "No, that's Paul. They know Paul. They set this up." And then we walked over to this cosplayer and everybody went... He was very nice and gentle. But then the crowd starts chanting to go over here, and we find a Kevin Owens cosplayer who is so happy to hit me. They're also screamed at each other that they were best friends like the whole time. Yeah, he gives it to me with he gives me a backhand chop, so I eat all knuckles there. And, like, he warms up his hand and then hits me with his other hand. So, he warms up... he warms up the right and then hits me with the left, so I didn't see it coming. And I think we were going to do one more, and I decided that we weren't. So I was like, I'm going to claw back into the ring now. So... we're now leading up to what is supposed to be the ending sequence of this match. We were 8 minutes in. This is a decently long match, you know. I didn't stick to my time. I think this was only supposed to be 10. But since this is for, like, loser has to leave forever, I thought it was very important that Uncle Yo get the visual victory a few times. Yeah, spoiler, I'm gonna win this match. So he hits me with a choke slam. And then drops an elbow on me. Now, so much just happened there. What is supposed to happen is this guy, Will. He is supposed to be distracting the referee. Because this is blatantly in front of the referee. And this guy, Frank, was supposed to throw powder. And I brought, like, baby powder, so there'd be that big, like, puff of smoke, and then he was going to get powder in his eyes, all that stuff. Frank instead said, "I got it." And instead of doing that, because it was Team Rocket and Pokemon, he said Sand Attack. Because that's a Pokemon move. And what he actually throws there, with this fine powder being thrown is, it's actually Kool-Aid. So it's granulated sugar and food coloring. So that's what's supposed to happen right now. Instead, this happens. Instead... it happens right in front of the referee, and everyone just goes, it's no DQ. It's no DQ, this is fine. So he dives out of the ring. Will doesn't know what to do. I go for the schoolboy. I grab the ropes. God, I'm such a heel. Big kick out from Uncle Yo. So I'm already, like, upset and confused at what just happened here. But I know my next spot. So, big shoulder tackle, and then everyone's least favorite move in the world of professional wrestling is the repeated shoulder blocks in the stomach. But it's a move I could do. And yeah, he's trying to leave, and I'm Uncle Yo's clearly not sure what to do. So my finisher here, as I try to get him away from the ropes and into the right position and getting him to face the hard camera, I called it the Blast Off, and it was a Cobra Clutch Sleeper, which I don't think I've ever seen anyone do. So I'm up here innovating and stuff. But it's a move that Uncle Yo has experienced many times, because I'm a dastardly heel. So I wanted Uncle Yo to have it scouted. Trips his way out, and he's going to put... he just throws that elbow in out of nowhere. And now he's going to put it in on me. And again... okay, hold on, let's go back. So again, a few things happen here that shouldn't. So he gets the upper hand, drops this weird elbow on my spine, locks in my finisher, and what's supposed to happen now is I'm supposed to visually tap out, and the ref doesn't see it. We're then going to make Uncle Yo look like a superhero, is the plan. The ref doesn't see it. I eventually knock the ref out. The rest of Team Rocket was going to descend. Uncle Yo was going to defeat all of them. And then we were going to hit him with this baseball bat, and that was going to be the finish. But that's not supposed to happen yet. So Frank comes in, breaks it over his back. Like it was a plastic wiffle ball bat, but he still broke it off the bat. Uncle Yo goes down. I don't know how the referee doesn't see any of this. Team Rocket, being a great Team Rocket grunt, leaving the weapon in the ring. I roll Uncle Yo over, hook the leg, and right there I whisper to him, just stay down. Because that's supposed to be the end of the match. And I was like, we're just going to cut everything else out. Just stay down. Ref turns around. Nowhere near the shoulders. Uncle Yo kicks out. And right there, I just lay down and I go, I don't know what's going to happen next. Because that was the finish. So now we have to work on a new finish entirely. There's other spots we have planned, but now we don't have a finish. And Uncle Yo doesn't know how to do many wrestling moves. So I'm laying there like, I wonder how this is going to play out. So Uncle Yo cleaning up the ring, and yeah, I go for the getting rid of the referee spot. He's supposed to sandwich Jeff in the corner, and he misses. So Jeff passes out for no reason, lays down, so I kick him. So yeah, we are just trying to figure things out right now, and he will not do what I told him to do. So I'm just like, let Team Rocket hit you. We do the miscommunication spot. He's supposed to have a wall of fury. I'm like, just keep hitting everybody. He's not hitting Will like he's supposed to. He's leaving Will alive. It all breaks down here. Jeff is face down in a pile of Kool-Aid that would ruin that referee shirt. So he's just hitting everybody, and I know that we're supposed to do a spot where they throw Will into me. So I just move to the correct corner, and I'm waiting for them to throw Will into me, and he's just not. He's just not doing it. So I explained to him what the spot was. He punches me in the chest. I was like, yeah, all right. Uncle Yo's got to knock everybody out. Everyone just is unsure what to do because I'm dead. I'm supposed to be dead in the corner at this point. And no one had the talk with Uncle Yo about how babyfaces don't take step backwards, so he's trying to run away instead of hitting everything that moves. So at this point, one of our Team Rocket guys goes, "I'm going to hit you with a suplex." And Uncle Yo responds, "I don't know what that is." So they're like, "All right, just beat everybody up." So all the spots we're now back on track a little bit. That was supposed to be the spot that happens. I'm like, "Please just go home, Uncle Yo. Please just go home." And then we were going to do this spot because I always hit Uncle Yo in the crotch. So I was like, let's do a Shattered Dreams spot. Bang! Hits me with a Shattered Dreams. I die. So this is the spot where someone's supposed to hit him with a baseball bat. And then someone was supposed to drag my lifeless body on him. So now we don't have an end to this match at all. And Uncle Yo doesn't know how to take any moves. And I'm dead, so I can't do anything but lay there in pain. The ref's dead. And so I was like, I'm just going to lay here. Team Rocket, unsure what to do. He's trying to count his own falls. I believe I yell at some point, like, someone hit him with the bat again. And they're like, the bat's broken. I was like, shit. I was like, someone beat up Uncle Yo so this match can end. Because I can't lose, because then I have to leave Cosplay Pro Wrestling forever. So I was like, just someone please beat up Uncle Yo so this can end. So they finally put the beat down on him. The crowd is completely dead at this point. Everything's gone to hell. And then they're supposed to drag me on top of him. That should be a knockout blow. And then I'm like, drag me on top. And then Uncle Yo goes for the cover again. They drag me on top. Uncle Yo's still fighting. This is supposed to be over a while ago. They finally wake up, and I was like, because Uncle Yo is supposed to be unconscious because we hit him with a bat. But we did that at this point 4 minutes ago. So, this is the train wreck of my first match. What's especially great is I play dead. I need to be carried out, and I'm victorious. Uncle Yo is immediately done selling. Big ups to Frank for carrying me like that, because I'm super dead weighting him. Uncle Yo's already okay. He's fine. He's going to do like a goodbye speech. But Uncle Yo not even acting like he was in a fight. So there you have it. That was my first match ever. Shout outs to Uncle Yo. Let me switch screens. So big shout out to Uncle Yo. I know it sounds like I'm picking on him in this, but Uncle Yo legitimately had zero training. So I was wrestling a celebrity match, and I had training. Probably not enough. Not at this point in my career. And, yeah, 400 people or so watched that match. And what's very interesting, you can find fan footage of this match online. And during that end sequence, in every single one of them, they start to just, like, turn and, like, get the crowd because they've lost interest in the match. So they're just like, well, this is a train wreck. What's going on over here? So, that's my first match. This is why I don't have a lot of wrestling matches. But there's one of them. So that's why I've, of course, gave up my headlocks and chose a headset, and I'm much more comfortable on the other side of the ropes. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't check out Cosplay Pro Wrestling at Anime Next and at Too Many Games very, very soon. June is a very busy month, so I hope you enjoyed this look back at my first match. I'm not going to do too many of these watch-alongs because they hurt my soul as I cringe within myself, but leave supportive comments in the comments below. No criticisms, just supportive comments, because that was, in fact, my first match. And, of course, if you want to check this out, check out the Cosplay Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. This way you can get my wonderful commentary along with Jeff Stormers on this match. And if you could, before you go, subscribe right here to Plus 2 Comedy Wrestling. You'll get a notification when I upload one of these videos. And I hope you have a great day.